Another Maine fishery is facing new regulation, but unlike the lobster industry, when it comes to cod, the federal government is not necessarily at odds with fishermen.
The cod fishery in the Gulf of Maine pretty much collapsed back in the 90s, blamed on a combination of overfishing and a warming ocean. The question now is, can anything be done to bring the cod back? Here's News Center Maine's David Guildford.
Atlantic cod was Maine's first big catch, before even lobster. As recently as the early 90s, Maine's fishery averaged 20 million pounds of cod a year. In 2021, it was 50,000. Last week, the New England Fishery Management Council announced a new 10-year plan to revive the species. The council is based in Newburyport, Mass. So we paid a visit.
It's extremely low right now compared to where it has been historically.
Tom Neese runs the council, a government arm that regulates the region's fisheries.
Or something like that.
Though the population declined quickly, it's going to take serious work to try to bring it back up.
There are no magic answers. All you can do is keep trying.
Yeah, right now, no fishermen in the Gulf of Maine are targeting cod.
Ben Martens heads the Maine Coast Fishermen's Association. Cod is on the logo, but they're not worth targeting when fishermen put nets out these days.
Cod was what we built New England on the back of.
He said his fishermen are just as invested in bringing it back from the brink. And that's what makes the job difficult for the council. These days, they're not fighting fishermen to stop overfishing. Jamie Cornyn heads the groundfish work and explained they're up against our changing planet.
So some of the biggest challenges to try and rebuild the stock have to do with factors outside of fishing, which include those environmental conditions, that changing climate, and that's something that cod is facing right now.
The good news for any concerned fishermen, catch limits won't change for the next 2 years, making the process gradual. The bad news, the council won't know how strict to be after that until they look at the catches from those 2 years. As everyone hopes for a revival of Maine's most historic catch, everyone will be holding their breath.
We are hopeful. Fishermen in particular are internally hopeful.
In Newburyport, Massachusetts, David Guildford, News Center, Maine.
The 10-year plan is not on the books just yet. It still has to be approved by the federal government before it can be enforced. The council says a decision is expected before next year's cod season, which begins May 1st.